everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to completely ignore politics and jump into some Game of Thrones. Obviously we had the Season 8, Episode 1 last night. Or what's today? I don't even know what day it is. 2 nights ago. And I figured, I do politics. Why not do a little Game of Thrones? It's a lot of politics. We know how dirty it is. I don't know why people don't connect the fact that what happens in Game of Thrones definitely happens in real life. We do have, just for the sake of throwing politics in, Hillary Clinton, who came out and said that she is like Cersei. So anybody who watches Game of Thrones kind of gets a nice kick out of that because, I think we all agree, even though some people would vote for her and hate Trump, we all know that Hillary and Bill are some dirty individuals. But so let me start off with what happened with me. I stopped watching Game of Thrones season 7, episode about 3, I want to say. Let me. And what I was trying to do was just, when the new season did come out, I would still have some new content to go and watch. I try and work on my patience and, not having to do something, like most people are like, oh my God, play that, it's 9 o'clock, play the episode. So, all right, let's all take it easy. So, yeah, I want to say it was, there was 7, so I watched about 4. So I think the Spoils of War, episode 4 was where I kicked back off. But what I want to mention about that is when the White Walkers were approaching the wall at the end of episode 7, season 7, I thought that that's where the cutoff was going to be. And obviously, they took you for a spin or, whatever the case may be. I didn't like what happened. I felt that was rushed. I figured there'd be some sort of wall battle. Not just the dragon coming up and completely destroying the thing to the point where they just literally had to walk over. I felt like they could have done something there. And people might disagree. That's perfectly fine. To give us more content. It looked fake. It didn't really look real. It looked like flames, but it didn't. Blue flames, it's hot, or it's super hot, so it melted the entire thing. It looked like it was tearing through it. So that was my concern coming into season 8, and I think what after now that I've watched obviously episode 1, it does feel a little bit rushed because we're only in episode 2 and they're already approaching Winterfell. So it feels a little rushed. And that's, probably my biggest complaint. Other than that, I want to go over a few conversations that I've had with other individuals. One of my friends said it was really good, but I was expecting more from the first episode, and it was short. So that is another big complaint that I have, that the first episode was, I want to say under an hour. I think they had the time 1 hour and 5 minutes, but you got all the extra, the commercial in the beginning, the intro, and then the outro. I would have liked to see 1.5 hours, more content, of course. So if season 7 ended with the White Walkers approaching the wall and then something happened at the wall in the beginning of this season, to me, I would have liked that a little bit more. Like obviously I just said, my patience, some people wouldn't want it that way, wouldn't want the sequence changed in that order. I would have much rather had the season end with them just approaching the wall. And maybe the dragon showing up and scaring everybody. Like that would have been Something that I would have liked to see, but obviously I'm not running the show. I want to know what weapon Arya was asking for too. I couldn't tell what it was. I can't wait till next Sunday. So my reply, whatever it was, the Arya weapon one, I'm gonna post the picture in the video. What it looks like, it's separated from it's a spear looking piece separated from a holding, something that's being held. Let me bring it up again just so that I'm not going crazy. But I don't like reading too much. I don't like to know, what other people are thinking. But so it does say dragon glass on it, so we know that. And what it appears is that it's going to be something that, what I said was it looks like it's going to be something on a chain. So something that she can attach and use like that, and then something that she can then unscrew and possibly launch and pull back, sort of kind of thing. That's just pure speculation. I can't really... Yeah, I mean, it's just a piece of dragon glass on a stick or a piece of metal that goes into, I can't tell what the back is, and it looks like it screws on. So something with a chain could be possible. Some Mortal Kombat thing, I'm not going to go ahead and read any of this because I don't want to know what other people are thinking. I just like to stay inside my head. And then we talked a little bit about Arya and her character and how amazing she is, how crazy she is, but it's a good crazy, so that's good. And let me go to one other one. Oh yeah, this is this one started off with Jon Snow, Puss of the North. So it's basically pointing out the fact that when he was told that he was king. Alright, let me just read it. He just found out he's the heir to the Iron Throne and he's mad at his daddy. Dude, you're a king. I'd love for him to move on from being a smoldering bitch boy. I might have to cut that out. Denying his destiny as a ruler to embrace his role as king. As I'm pretty sure Tyrion knows Cersei is going to betray him. So it was strange that when he was told, the first thing he went to, and this is the soft man that Jon Snow is, I see that in myself, but we get busy when we have to. He was concerned that his father, who obviously is not his father, lied to him. So that was funny in and of itself. And then it looked like he was concerned with what Khaleesi was going to say. And obviously that's understandable. Khaleesi went ahead and killed Samwell Tully's father and brother because they wouldn't bend the knee. So she has this power trip kind of thing to her, Khaleesi. And you also saw it when she was speaking to Jon Snow before the Dothraki came up and told her that the dragons weren't eating in the first episode. It looked like she was threatening Sansa, right? She before they cut her off. Oh, I forgot what she was saying. I had it this entire time. I had it in my head. She was basically saying like, your sister doesn't like me. She doesn't have to like me. Like I'm her queen. So either she's gonna respect me or I'm gonna put the dragons on her. It is what it felt like. So Khaleesi has this power trip to her. And obviously this is what happens when you gain power. And it's the same thing with politics. Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, George Bush Jr., Sr. All of these individuals, once you get power, you wanna show it and use it as much as you possibly can, which is obviously not a good thing. Meek, the original meaning of meek The Greek meaning of meek, I believe it is. Let me see if I can. Was it Greek? Yeah. So this difficult to translate root means more than meek. Biblical meekness is not weakness, but rather refers to the exercising God's strength under his control, demonstrating power without undue harshness. So it's basically saying, it's like the United States and what I believe Trump is trying to do. Wow, this just turned political. Holy moly. He has the weapons, he has the military, he has the force, and he has the strength within himself as a man, but he doesn't want to overuse it like our government has been doing for the last whatever amount of years, where we just show up and start bombing countries or kill the leader, and then that country plummets into slave trades and all sorts of chaos. That's what a ruler should be, and it doesn't look like Khaleesi has that in her. It looks like she wants to be that hard, female ruler. And obviously Jon Snow's in love, so that's enough with his aunt, and that's the other thing that I've been seeing a lot. Video cut off of me again. I bought a brand new memory card, so whatever's going on is beyond me. Khaleesi is Jon Snow's, or Aegon Targaryen's aunt. He is son of Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen. Rhaegar Targaryen is Khaleesi's brother, making Aegon Targaryen the king of all the kingdoms. Is her nephew. So, just more incest in the show. Nothing crazy. Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton kind of stuff. I think that's all I want to talk about. Next episode is obviously going to be great. It was a great episode. I wish it was longer. Wish I had a little bit more to it. I wish they showed the White Walkers showing up. Why not show the little battle, the White Walkers at that castle? I wish I remember the name, but they showed up and the kid. Oh, my camera's swaying. And the kid was stabbed through the chest to the wall with the legs, the arms, whatever. And he came back as a White Walker. It would have been dope if they showed a little fight there. Why not? I mean, just show the White Walkers running all over them. Whatever the case may be. Make the first episode an hour and a half, and then make the last episode 2 hours. Whatever you do in between is. But obviously that's all already done and way out of our control. So, we always tend to complain as human beings, especially as spoiled Americans. All right, that's it, man.